Batman and Superman quarantined. Superman. There aren't too many threats in the DC universe dangerous enough to keep Superman cooped up at home, but they do exist. And even the Man of Steel gets restless when he's self-quarantined. And when Superman gets restless, he annoys the heck out of Batman. Or at least that's what he did in a 2004 arc of Superman Batman, when Earth had become covered in shards of kryptonite, and Superman had to hole up in the Fortress of Solitude. Let's focus on what happened really at that time. The NASA scientists detected a huge piece of the planet Krypton that was en route to collide with the Earth. Fortunately, Earth's superheroes, or you might prefer them as the DC Universal Force, managed to destroy the Kryptonian planet piece before it made any impact. Unfortunately, it exploded into many multicolored shards, which rained down all over the globe. For Superman's own safety and the safety of all of those he might protect in the future, the Man of Steel agreed to stay in the Fortress of Solitude for 2 weeks. Yes, exactly 14 days, just like how we're doing it right now. While the Justice League rallied trusted superheroes around the globe to recover and destroy as much of the kryptonite as they could. In the meantime, he was able to take shifts of monitor duty, the Justice League equivalent of working from home, and only left the fortress briefly and for essential tasks, like saving a flaming blimp from crashing into Gotham's skyline. Batman. Batman No Man's Land is an American comic book crossover storyline that ran for almost all of 1999 through the Batman comic book titles published by DC Comics. The lead-up story began with the Cataclysm story arc, which described a major earthquake hitting Gotham City. This was followed by the storylines Aftershock and then Road to No Man's Land, which resulted in the US government officially evacuating Gotham and then abandoning and isolating those who chose to remain in the city. No Man's Land covered in detail a period in the lives of the residents of the city, explaining all events from the time of isolation until its time of reopening and the beginning of rebuilding. Gotham City suffers the results of a magnitude 7.6 earthquake in the Cataclysm storyline. In response, the US government evacuates most of the civilian population, then declares Gotham a no man's land, destroys all bridges leading to the island, and sets up a military blockade to prevent people from entering or exiting. Gangs and various supervillains Batman had battled over the years swiftly carve up the city. The city's police's commissioner, James Gordon, and several members of his department, who dubbed their gang the Blue Boys, stay behind to protect civilians. Oracle and Huntress also ended up on the inside. Surprisingly, Bruce Wayne leaves the city to persuade the government to keep on aiding the city of Gotham, but fails in his mission and Gotham becomes a ghost city. Gordon and his men wait for Batman's return, but he disappears for months, leading the police to believe that he has abandoned Gotham. A bitterly disappointed Gordon denounces Batman and refuses to even speak his name. Batman isolates himself away from the city for some unknown reason, which is still a mystery to this day. And after 10 months, he finally comes out of isolation to defeat his mortal enemies. Dark secrets of the Dark Prince are not surprising to his fans, and that's how both Superman and Batman faced quarantine and isolation. So how are you all? I hope you're doing okay and staying safe. Everyone, please try to withstand this pandemic and follow the guidelines to protect yourself and your loved ones. I will also try to create videos that'll cheer you up and make you less bored in the meantime. Again, stay safe, everyone. We can overcome this, because together, we're strong. Until next time, thanks for watching.